Yeah, I'm in school for the university kids.
Okay.
And so that's that makes a big difference. Do you remember this studio, Sadie?
Yeah.
Barely. It's been such a long time. Okay, how was your A? Did your dad tune you up?
I have not tuned her
You're
today.
a little quiet. Like the sound is a little quiet. We have ours turned all the way up.
Do you not hear me?
You're a little soft.
Okay, let me go to.
I'm gonna plug in our.
What?
Okay, how is this?
Much better.
Is that better? I'll put the microphone a little closer.
We just plugged ours in too.
Okay. Okay, so Sadie, I put you on the program if you're ready for this Saturday to play first movement of Vivaldi.
Ooh.
Okay, but if it's not ready, it's okay. We'll wait till the next program.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, no, there's no deadline at all for this. So why don't we start? Well, you choose. What do you want to start with today?
By the way, Dawn sends her regrets. She is at an inspection that it's going over, but next week she will schedule it in to be at the lesson.
Great.
Would you like to do first? We have Wohlfhart open.
Whistler.
Okay.
Oh, she says Whistler.
Okay, the shifting book. And
71 and 71A.
okay. So what key are we in 71? What scale are you playing here? I'll give you a hint.
D major.
D major, yes. And how many sharps does D major have?
2.
Yes. Okay, so let's hear the scale. Upper half. Good. Now, can we play the open D string? And can I just hear how your sound, how your tone keeps connecting? Look at the fingers on our bow, that they're down a little closer to the floor. That's good, good. And then we just play open. Good. Now, Sadie, we want to make sure that the little finger stays just lightly curved on top. That's good. And is your longest finger opposite the thumb?
Yes.
Maybe your dad could check it out. Good. Pretty good. It looks like that's it. You could push it up a little bit.
So this finger and this finger are closer together.
You know, in actuality, it's interesting. It's the top of the finger is the top of the third finger is to the left of the thumb. But by the time you get down to the bottom, because we're a little curved here. Does that make sense, Michael? So it's not this way. It's not that the top of the finger, but is opposite the thumb, but the bottom of the finger.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Not
Yeah. So in a way, I mean, if you look at my bow, if you can see, you see the top of the finger is maybe a little to the left of the thumb. I mean, we don't have to be so exact. We just can just tap those two middle fingers and it should tap right in the right place here. So I would push her fingers to the left. That's it. That's good, 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 good. Okay, now can you play? Good. Okay, and now let's do our scale. If we read this really carefully, we play the scale, and then in the third measure, we play another D. And in the next measure, we play another D. And another one. You owe me 4 Ds. Very good. Now, in the next one, could we do it? I'm not sure you practiced it this way, but it doesn't matter. Can we do 4 stops? And what I'm listening for is the really good articulation. Two. Very good, very good. Now can we go with 2 stops? Excellent. Now, what I would like to hear on the first up bow is a really good articulation. Can we do that again? Good. And now can we play détaché? That is very good. Now, what I would like you to do, I want you to stand up, and I'll stand back so you can see me. And can you stand a little bit back on your feet? Just instead of being forward on your feet, can you stand a little bit back on your feet? And can you play? Good. Now, let me explain to your dad. So, Michael, what I'm asking her to do, and it's hard to do it via internet, but instead of her standing sway back like this, where the violin is kind of droopy, we want her to bend her knees and to tuck her rear end under, and then the violin is in a perfect place here instead of being forward like this. Does that make sense?
Does, yes.
Can you just maybe bend your knees? Bend your knees. That's right. Bend your knees. Good. And can you play the open D? Good. And now, can you read your music? And keep your knees bent. Keep your knees bent so that your violin can be a little higher. Good. Well, that was better. Did that sound better, Michael?
It did, yes.
It has more center to the sound.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. Okay, can you do that again? And can you just play 4? And bend your knees, and then your tummy goes in. That's right. So, Michael, can you do this with her? So, you see, if your knees are bent, then your daddy's going to put one hand on your tummy and one on your rear end, kind of to bring them together. And then can you bend your knees?
Yep,
That's right. That's good. And then can you play? We're giving you a physical lesson virtually. And then can you Good. Now, watch your bow position. Keep your little finger on top of the bow. Can you put your little finger on top of your bow? Good. And then down. That's better. Okay, so if you could just play around with that, Michael.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? That
I do. My very first teacher, who wasn't my mom to start with, did a lot of that posture type thing.
Okay. So it's not sway back. It's not
Right.
sway back, but
It's not
under. It's tucking under.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do with kids unless you're there to do it for them. So good. Okay. So I'll pass you on those two. Now, let's go to the next one. For next time, we're going to do stop both. And then slurs. So we'll do stop bows and slurs.
Okay.
Okay, and let's do your Wohlfhart. And we are doing number 23 still, or 24?
24.
Okay, so can we start up bow? 1, 2. And starting up bow.
We did both up and down bow.
Okay, so let's start up bow first, and then we'll do down bow. Two, three. Good. Now, good. Now, when you're at the tip, can you find your little finger that it curves a little bit more on the bow here? Up bow, up bow.
At the tip. Here or wherever.
Circle. And then up bow, up bow, up bow. Good. And that's good. And you can start up bow. 1, 2, 3. Well, it doesn't matter because it will be up bow when you start down bow. So can we start down bow now? And can we let it be a little bit faster? Good. Very good. Now, I just have one request. At the end of the down bow, at the end of this down bow, I'm going to feel my bow right in the string. Can you do that? 1, 2, and stop. And can you kind of brush your teeth? So play your first note. Now stop. Good, and then go. Good, and then you can. Good, and then Sadie, you can go even faster. Down bow. Good, good. Now, I have one suggestion. You don't need to use so much bow on the up bow. Just enough bow to make a beautiful ring. You want to try that? So let's go again and just think. Make sure you it's as though you're brushing your teeth. 2, 3. Good. That was good, Sadie. Little less bow. So just a half a bow. Go. Very good. Very good. Okay, I'll pass you on this one. Now, the next one, again, lots of notes. So we're going to first play starting up bow with stop bows. And the down bow, the little down bow, gets us back to the tip. And then we'll add slurs. Okay, so do as much of that as you can. And can we do your Schradieck?
We were doing 7.
Okay, so can we do 7, 8 per bow rhythms and then the measure per bow?
So
Good, good. Now, mostly what I'm interested in is the bow. Can we just do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, long bow? Good. Now, it seems that you can put your 2 middle fingers a little bit lower in the stick. Can they go lower and can you tap them? Just put your bow in the middle, or there, that's okay. And then tap them. Good. And keeping the little finger a little more curved. That's good. And then 1, 2. Good. Oh, that's perfect. That's great. Now do that same thing. And just a little bit slower. Good. And now with rhythms. Good. Another rhythm. Good. Now, when you go to the frog, your bow's a little bit like this. Can you just pull it back a little bit? And let's do now long. Good. What I would do, Michael, is just push your hand back just a little from here.
Okay.
Do you see? Okay. Now, how about short, 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 long? That's it. Good. Good. Good, Michael. That was very good. Now, can you do the whole measure per bow? Good. And then just as printed, as printed. Good. And your dad can just keep reminding you to just pull it back. Otherwise, do you see this bow is a little crooked here? Yeah. Okay. Now, can we go from the beginning, one measure per bow? And keep going. Good, good. And that's good. Can we do number 4 again? Good. And next one. Pull it back. And last one, 7. Number 7. And then A. Oh, are you trying different bows?
We had just switched out to fresh hair.
I see.
Same bow, just fresher hair because this hair is kind of shot.
Okay, so you
Up her old one.
can you just put a yellow middle on that one too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, got the little sticker. I'll do that right now.
Okay, okay. Okay, so if you could go on to number 8 for next time. I think it's a lot quite in the middle.
Maybe like
A little more to the tip. Okay, so on to 8, and let's do your Vivaldi.
Memorization is good for the first and third page. This is with piano. That
Okay.
is. Second page is we're still struggling a little bit with that.
Okay, we'll figure it all out. Okay, so you don't need to keep your music there, but don't look at it unless you need it. And then you can stand so you can see me. Wow, it's all memorized. That was very good. Now, listen, at the end, Sadie, take more time. So you can take the bow off and then put it down. Can we try that? Just here. Good. Very good. Now, for my taste, these guys, all the repeated notes, they don't have to be, they can be a little bit more singing. So, singing, singing. Want to try that? Just so you can feel that you're really using your violin as your voice. Good. That's so much more beautiful. If you could play this one forte, and this one piano, and this one forte. Good. Okay. That's very good. Sadie, I'm going to tell you a joke. I don't really know many jokes, but this is a great Vivaldi joke. And it was told to me, Michael, were you here when Alan Winold was teaching?
No, I think
That
he
retired
stopped
already?
shortly before I got here. Yeah.
Well, he was such a wonderful man, and he occasionally conducted the chamber orchestra with the kids. So I remember once they were doing the Vivaldi Four Seasons, and Baroque music is filled with places where you say something once, and then when you say it again, it's supposed to be what, Sadie? You say it once, and then again, it should be what? Softer, right. Okay, so here's a man who he was some farmer out someplace, maybe in the middle of Indiana, and he really didn't know anything about classical music. But one day he won the lottery, which was a ticket to go to New York City, to go to Carnegie Hall to hear concerts for an entire week. And the entire week, there were concerts of Vivaldi. So he loved it. Every day he went to Carnegie Hall, he walked around, he went to the delis and had pastrami sandwiches and with big pickles, and he was just having the greatest time. And of course, his wife was left at home because she had to milk the cows. So when he got back to Indiana, the wife said, "How was it?" And he said, "It was great." It was great.
Very
So
good.
that's why when you play here, it was great. It was great. Okay, so can you play from here? Good, good. Now, how about here? Isn't that it was great? It was great again. Good, good. That's good. Very good. And then right away we sing again. Can we go from here? Good, good. That's good. Start down bow. Good. Wait. Let's get this good. And then we let it sing, we let it decay. But now here's now here we want to bring out special notes. Special note. Special note. So can we use a little more bow on those notes? Good. And here we have special notes too. You might want to circle those special notes in a different color. Do you see where they are in measure 18, the D, measure 19, the G, and the A? Wow, 3 different colors?
For 3 different notes.
Okay, so let's go from here. Good. Now, you have the notes really well. Can we use more bow? Down, up, down, up. So go a little slower here. Up, down. Good. That was good. Now, can we really use the bow? More bow. Down, up, down, up. Good. That was better. That was better. It sounds a little fuzzy. I'm sorry. Can you just check to see what does it say in your top left-hand corner?
Turn on original sound.
Oh, can you just make sure it says turn off original sound?
That's strange. It was working earlier. It switched on us.
I know. You know, what kind of computer are you on?
We're on a MacBook Air.
Yeah, so you can upgrade. They upgraded to 5.6.3, I think.
Uh-huh.
So you can do that later. And then they actually changed the wording conveniently. They say original sound on, original sound is off,
Okay.
which makes it a lot more grammatically correct. Okay, so can we go just, let's go on. But now, Sadie, here it will be really helpful to play open and then second finger. Good. Good, 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 good. And remember, these are more lyrical. Okay, very good, very good. Now, now, can you go just once more from here? And can you let your fingers be a little more down and balance your bow? Right, Sadie, a little more lyrical. Oh, oh, remember the farm. Remember the farmer. Sadie, not to. It sounds like you have the hiccups. So, just a little more lyrical. Wait. Sadie. So, what do you have to remember here? You have to go to what string? G. What string?
G.
What string?
G.
Yeah, so we're going down, down the scale. Right, so let's go from here. Up, oh. So that's measure 52 with the end of it. forgot the old farmer again. So forte. Up-oh, up-oh. Oh, just a little more, just a little more singing so we don't feel like you're, uh, uh, uh. Okay, good. Okay, you're doing it really well. Now, just please, in your practicing this week, can you use lots of bow? Lots of bow. Lots of bow. Lots of bow. Oh, what happened to our old farmer? Oh, and one last old, no, we have two last old farmers. And here's one farmer. So we have two old farmers left. Very good. Okay, you almost have it. You almost have it. So next week, we will play it with your mom. Hopefully she's there. And we'll keep it in your fingers, and our next solo recitals will be at the end of the first summer session, which starts on Monday. So it will be 4 weeks, 3.5 weeks later. And then you'll play that, and then I'm thinking your next piece will be Telemann Concerto.
Okay.
And then we'll do the last movement of Vivaldi. And then we go to book 5.
All right.
Okay, is that exciting?
Yes.
Okay.
Unrelated question, Mimi.
Yes.
Bach double, the second and third movements. Most kids learn the first movement.
Mm-hmm.
When would you recommend that they would be ready for the second and third movements?
A little bit later, I would
Yeah,
say.
they're harder.
Yeah, I actually teach the first part of the Bach double because it's a little less awkward. then the second part in when we're doing the first movement, and I wait a little bit longer. It's complicated.
It is. It's a
It's
tough one.
complicated. So I rather do a few other things first, and then after Vivaldi G minor and a few other little show pieces, then we'd go back and do the Bach double.
Okay.
And then it's interesting in the VV groups or the later groups. Sometimes we play the Bach double, the last movement together, and then the second movement I would usually have just two people play it. But it's not easy.
Right.
Almost the A minor Bach concerto is easier than the Bach double in some ways.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
had I have a student who learned the first movement a while ago, but I
Hmm.
was thinking about finishing up the concerto with her, and she's learned the A minor concerto so
Yep,
already.
you should
So
be ready then.
okay,
Yeah.
great.
Good. Okay.
All
Thank
right. So you
you.
said we will not be playing this Saturday then, but
Right. Not, yeah,
yeah.
we're not in any hurry, really.
Okay.
There's no rush. And then next week's lesson, maybe I'll just say goodbye to the recording and then I'll come back. And just hold on 1 second. Bye, recording.